Hey, what's up, wrestling world? Thank you for watching World Wrestling Live. We have another amazing girl wrestling hammer from our country. She was three-time Illinois Freestyle State Champ, six-time All-American, 2017 Fargo Champ, 2017 World Team Member. She was ranked fifth in the NAIA this past year. Coming out of high school, she was the top recruit, and she's a hammer, and she's here with us from Grandview Wrestling, and I got your little logo up there.
Go Vikings.
Go Vikings. And she's with us, Alexis Gomez. What's up,
Hello.
girl? I love getting your team together, man. You guys come on, you guys bring it. You girls rock. What's happening? How's everything going?
Everything's going good. I mean, I wish everything was going back to normal, but everything can't do that right now. So I'm just taking one day at a time right now. Hopefully get back to school soon so I can start training.
Yeah, this off season's been a little different, huh?
Yeah, it has been. It's been weird.
So what have you been doing during this off season to keep yourself kind of ready and prepared?
Right now, actually, I'm on my lunch break for work. I've been working with my dad's company. Usually that pretty tires me out because it's a tree service. So we're lifting heavy logs during the day in the sun, getting a good sweat in. But usually, like, I'm really into striking right now. So usually I'll go in and get some striking hits a little bit just to get my cardio going because I know my coach is going to be on me when I get back about cardio.
Oh, I make sure you're ready for that, huh?
Yep. Preseason.
Well, that's good. When do you guys think they'll let you guys back into the room?
Right now we've been kind of going back in the room. It's just really like limited. Weightlifting has been, I know they've been weightlifting every day. So everything's kind of just like normal, but not still taking precaution about everything. But I mean, most of us girls want to be back by August. So yeah, we're just all ready to get back in, and we're getting more girls this year. So it's just going to be a better atmosphere since it's going to be a bigger team.
Well, that's cool. Are you guys looking forward to what year is this for you guys?
This is going to be our second year.
Second year. So getting ready to shock the world and win the whole thing and do your thing, right?
Yep.
Well, that's awesome. Well, first of all, talk about why Grandview. What made you choose Grandview? What made you go there? And what makes it such an amazing place that you would recommend other young ladies out there to follow in your footsteps?
I love Grandview just because they are so helpful towards you. The professors are great. Coaches are amazing. People are amazing there. Diversity. There's so much diversity at the school. Everyone's just kind of like a family there. That's why we're GB family. But honestly, the reason why I chose Grandview is just because my brother goes to school in Ames. So it's just closer to him and closer to my family. And I'm just really close with my family. So definitely don't want to be too far away from them.
Well, that's good. So what's the ride time from your hometown?
From here to Des Moines, it's about 4 hours and like 15 minutes. It's not too bad.
Oh, good. And what about it's a lot longer than that to get back to Chi-Town?
Yeah, it's like 4:30, I think, or almost 5. It stinks, especially if I go from my brother's house. Then I an hour.
So what about the coaching staff there? What do they mean to you? What do they bring to the table? What have they helped you with since you've been there?
Crinzy and Vias, great human beings, are great coaches too. Crinzy has just a lot, just mentally and definitely physically in wrestling. He's just helped me improve a lot in my positioning and how I wrestle. And Vias, she's just kind of like our team mom, and she's kind of like my mom there when I don't have my mom from home. So
Cool.
it's just I'm gonna be honest, I didn't get that many scholarships from many schools. So when Crinzy offered me to wrestle for him, I completely took the opportunity, and I'm grateful for it because it's probably one of the best decisions I made in my life is to go to Grandview. Just because everyone's just super nice there, and you feel welcome there.
Nice. And um, when I know that you in 2017, I think that was the year that you won Fargo. Was that a tournament that really put your name on the map?
I definitely think so. Man, 20 Fargo was unreal. The year before I got second. I lost to Jaden Laurent in the finals, and that one hurt bad. It was embarrassing, so embarrassing. But I was super hungry for a national title, and my brother had a bunch of stop signs in the house, and I finally wanted to get one. And it was just an amazing feeling when I got that national title. And I definitely think it definitely brought my name up on the board, just because, I mean, Austin, he's a great wrestler, and I was kind of in the shadow a little bit. So people knew of me, but as soon as once I got my name up there, I knew, like, all right, I have a name for myself. So that 2017 was an unexplainable experience.
Did you take all of your brother's stop signs and throw them on the floor and just put your one up?
Yeah, we actually had like a shrine in our house. It's just like a bunch of, like, it's just a huge cabin full of our trees. My mom just decked it out, and she finally, like, when there was one empty spot for the middle piece, and it was my stop sign, so I get the middle spot.
Perfect. Spot. And where's your brother is Austin?
Yeah.
Where does he wrestle?
He wrestles at Iowa State.
Oh, good for him. Good for him. And please send him my link. He's welcome to come on anytime.
Okay, I will.
That's awesome. So obviously your family has a huge background in wrestling. Yeah. It started out as the Gomez Wrestling Academy, correct? And now it's become an RTC center for Illinois?
Yeah, we did change our regional training center, and a lot of the younger kids that we have wrestling for us do wrestle for AAU. So it's just easier that way. Everyone's able to, even if you don't got a USA Wrestling card, you can still come wrestle.
That's awesome. So talk about what that club has meant to you. What, obviously your dad, and he's had the club for many years, even prior to you starting wrestling, right? And just talk about what it's meant to you to have a dad and a coach, but kind of the same thing, and how has that relationship been?
I can like remember just me rolling around, like being super little mats. And I remember my dad, like, wrestling wasn't big for girls when I was younger. And he told me, oh, girls don't wrestle. And I was a cheerleader. So like, I wanted to wrestle. I wanted to see how it was. And then one day at practice, I cried, and he never let me do it again until I wanted to do it again. But my dad has put so much into his wrestling club and just into the wrestling community. And him being my coach means so much more to me, just because, like, he really does care about his athletes and about us, of course, his daughters and his son. But I just think it makes a difference when you have your father as your coach, just because I don't know, we go home and we still talk about wrestling. We go home and we still talk about things I could have improved on during practice. I mean, it might not be the best. It might be some yelling in it, but we always just talk about wrestling. And my brother, he's been a part of this club too, since he's been super, super little. And all of us just really love wrestling, and we love our wrestling gym. And that's where we feel like that's literally our second home.
Nice. And obviously, I know you're going through some adversity right now. Talk about that if you'd like. If not, we can change the subject.
No, it's okay. So a lot of people don't think it's a very serious thing, but it definitely hit my family super hard. My dad is actually in the hospital still right now. He's out of ICU, which is way better. I actually got off the phone with him before I called you. So his lungs are improving. We're just waiting for him to come home. We can't really see him right now just because the hospital is very precautious of who comes in and out of there. But Yeah, COVID is a real thing, and a lot of people don't think it is. And even if you take super good precaution of it, my dad was super, super precautious of COVID, like always washing his hands, always making sure he was safe, and it hit him. And a lot of people think that they can just, it won't get to them, or it's not going to get them as bad. So it's a serious thing, and a lot of people need to take it more seriously.
Yeah, and I appreciate you saying that because I think people need to hear it. And you are the wrestling community. You're in the wrestling community. Your father owns a big club in Illinois, and it's RTC Center. So just it can happen, and we just need to stay alert and obviously pray for your dad. I'm glad he's on the other side of this right now, and he's coming through and he's out of the ICU, which means he's in the right direction, and that's
Yes.
it's a blessing. You guys need to sneak him in like a Chicago dog or something and get him.
Yeah, I can't wait till he's back home so we can go on our little food dates that we always go on. Me and my dad eat. That's what we do. That's our bonding.
I like it. That's fantastic. So what adjustments have you guys had to make at your club to kind of adhere to what the new normal is?
Yeah, so right now we're actually pretty shut down just because our facility is in a shopping mall actually. So it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool because we get a lot of new people in. But right now it's just shut down. We're just, everyone that's at our club wants my dad to coach them. Of course I can go in, and of course my brother can come in, and like all the other older wrestling guys, but it's just, they love the way my dad coaches, and they just love my dad's energy. So we're going to try to open it back up next week, but it's just so hard for me and my mom right now just to get the tree service back up. So we're just trying to go little by little. My dad did ask about the club. So that's our little motivation to get it back up and going, just because we want to make him happy.
Yeah. Well, and I'm glad that, I guess once a wrestler, always a wrestler, right? He's not going to let this get him.
No.
Man, that's awesome. So what are some of your goals going into this next season?
Definitely, of course, the main goal is being a national champ. Honestly, there is just so much of a drive right now for me just to become a national champ, and especially because my brother's going to be able to be a national champ, hopefully, if everyone has a season. So it's just, I want to be able to be known as Grandview's first women's national champ. And I just want to make a good name for myself in Iowa. And I feed off of fans' energy. So when I have good fans, I wrestle real well. And I just can't wait to put on a show for everyone this coming season, especially since we're going to be in the duels, NCAA duels this year. We have more duels this year, way more than last year. So a full lineup. So I just feel like everyone's energy coming into this season is just going to bring out a lot of national champs this year coming out of our program. And I'm super excited for it.
Yeah. And I've spoke to, gosh, I don't know, 5, 6, 8, I don't know how many I've spoke to on the girls team. And they all seem pretty poised to kick some ass. So
we're ready.
Yeah, I'll be rooting for you. And, Coach Vias has always been so supportive of my new show here since April. And she's always trying to get the girls on here. So, keep them coming. And it's been great. I mean, I got to imagine being the dual champions would be a high goal of yours, and that would be awesome. And then obviously individually getting your national championship would be great. But I'm sure you'd love nothing more than for all your girls to win it all and get to stand up there. And not only is it the first girls national championship, but you guys do it all together would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Well, let's get into your 10 questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So Bebops or Zombie Burger?
Bebops.
Italian beef or the combo?
Italian beef.
All right. Blank Park Zoo or History Farms?
Blank Park Zoo.
Chicago dog or chili cheese dog?
Chicago dog. No ketchup. You
No
ruin it.
ketchup. Yeah,
Ketchup.
I remember the signs. It said we don't have ketchup here. Adventureland or Heritage Carousel?
Adventureland.
All right. Illuminati's deep dish or thin crust?
Oh, that's a tough one. See, Rosati's, we have super good Rosati's thin crust pizza or Illuminati's deep dish, but I'm gonna have to go with deep dish just because it's super, super good and cheesy.
Birdland Park or Union Park?
Union Park.
All right. Garrett's Chicago Mix or Caramel Crisp?
Caramel crisps.
Ooh, girl, that looked good. All right. Art Center or Science Center?
Science Center.
All right, here's a big one. Are you a White Sox fan or a Cubby?
Listen, when it comes to baseball, football, any other sport besides wrestling, I'll root for any other team, but wrestling is my number one. I mean, I've gone to White Sox games, I've gone to Cubs, each is fine, but if you need me to pick, I'll Cubs, but it's just I don't sit down and watch baseball. I don't sit down and watch football.
It's wrestling.
Strictly wrestling.
All right, well, Iowa or Iowa State?
Iowa State, go Clones.
That's where your bro's at, right?
Yeah, go Cyclones.
What year is he in?
He's gonna be a redshirt. I might be wrong. I'm wrong. It's either a redshirt sophomore or a redshirt junior. But this is his last. But he's going to be graduating this coming year.
But he still has eligibility.
He still has LS.
Oh, nice. So has he advanced to the NCAAs already?
Yeah, he lost in the blood rounds of his. I think it was his sophomore year. Yeah, his sophomore year, he lost in the blood rounds.
Wow, which weight class?
133.
Ooh, yeah, that 125 to what 130? Is it 138, 140?
145, I think.
That's kind of those three weight classes are just a buzzsaw right now, right?
Yep.
That's good. Well, hey, well, he's got a new fan too. I'll have to look up Austin Gomez and root for him as well. And he's welcome on anytime. Please feel free to share my link with him.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody you want. You've got any guys at the club. Your dad wants to get on. You know, feel free to have him on. Any of your girls that you know around the nation or in your room, please feel free. Everybody's welcome. I just love talking wrestling, and
Yeah, of course.
I'll make sure to say a prayer for Pops so he can get his ass out of the hospital and start going on some food runs with you.
Yeah.
I think you need to sneak him in like a combo or something, all dipped, or maybe a chocolate cake shake. Get him one of those in there.
His favorite thing is probably a good corn dog. So we'll probably make a nice corn dog stop as soon as he can eat that type of food.
Good for you. Well, hey, I look forward to rooting for you and your team, your brother, Coach Valles. I haven't met Coach Crinzy.
Yes, Angelo.
I haven't met him yet, but he's welcome to come on. I'd love to get the men's coach on too. From what I understand, there's a lot of history there. He's done some amazing things with that school, putting them on the map. And I've spoke to many of his wrestlers that are now coaching throughout the nation, doing big things.
Yeah,
so
great guy.
I think you're in the right place for a bright future. So enjoy your day. Again, it's an absolute honor to meet anybody in the wrestling community. So it was an honor to meet you and talk to you. And as I say, keep kicking life's ass and have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
All right.
Bye.
See you.